It's Madden NFL 24, and the focus is on Jack Campbell. He put up numbers last week with a 9-tackle performance. It's the Lions and the Niners on EA Sports.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Play action. Now Purdy. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. Open man is Samuel, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. They'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Niners are 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And they were able to tough it out last week. A close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now this defense for the Lions, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now a 3rd down throw, and it misses the target, incomplete. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. But for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl, and came really within 1 quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now Goff. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle. That didn't appear to be a design safety blitz. I think he was just going off instinct.
I love the way you described that, because I'm thinking along with you. I'm not sure that was designed that way, but he saw an opportunity, gambled a little bit, and made it pay off.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And incomplete on the deep ball.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. So possession goes over here on the punt. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
13 yards there and a Niner first. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. And he fires one incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. A pretty nice effort.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. They go play action here. Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Jake Moody now for the point after. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. So an early 10-0 lead for him now as they kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Gibbs will try and pick it up. But he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. You look at this Niner defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
They held them to well under 200 yards of total offense. That's a number you can really focus on, too, because the way offenses run in today's game, they're usually pretty smooth, and they give you a lot of misdirection, a lot of trickery. They were able to hold in there and stuff them.
2 yards still to go. Third down now. Here's Goff. Left side, it's caught by Mitchell. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down. He'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring up fourth down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October, because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
A second down throw for Purdy. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Throwing here, Purdy. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Flushed out right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Now Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of the play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Another shot now for this Lions offense. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Value three.
Now Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On first down, it's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. And even 40 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Gibbs will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is third and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Now Goff on third and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be fourth down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Santos' kick is up and through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Purdy. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Purdy now on second down. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On second down, here's Goff. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And that's the knowledge he gained from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Throwing on third, Goff. That is caught. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Again, Goff. That's complete to Laporta. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play. Gone. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Santos' kick is up and through, and they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And it's the Rams who have the lead in the second quarter. The Rams still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Chris Godwin, a touchdown reception. We saw the former All-Pro Christian McCaffrey up to his old tricks in that first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay,
Final
Coach,
adjustments
thanks
being made
always.
in both
this
locker rooms.
They
are just about set to get back to football in Detroit.
Number 3.
For the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gott.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Santos with the extra point, and that will tie things up at 13. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. Shotgun now with Purdy. Open man is Samuel, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. Get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Purdy. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he gets this up past the 40. That one goes for 8 yards. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 1. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 60 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Purdy completes this one here to McCaffrey. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Here's Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 2. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Mitchell will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Now Moody for the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. But Jahmyr Gibbs and the Lions offense getting set once again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time. Back now at Ford Field. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. To throw on second down is Goff. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Gibbs straight ahead. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 119 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On first down, Goff. Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell. Touchdown, Detroit. James Mitchell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. There's Purdy on 1st and 10. This one caught by Kittle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Throwing on 2nd and long. Purdy. Under pressure, they got him again. Hutchinson in there to drop him at Good sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long. Purdy now to throw. He finds Kittle going across the field. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And that one results in 35 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down. Now Purdy. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. They'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. 4th down try. Here's Purdy. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Niners 1st down as they get it rather easily there. A gain of 9 on 4th and 3. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now 2nd and 4. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here we go. It's Jake Moody now in a big spot. This to take the lead here in the final minute. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So here's Goff and the Lions. Down 23-20, 26 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. The pass caught by Hardy. And he'll have a quick 1st first down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. Now Goff. And that went to the right side and incomplete. They still need one completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. To throw is Purdy. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Lions. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal. We continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches. Now gone. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. And I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
They'll look to set up his blockers. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at about the 32. Escaping the pressure right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey, and he is going to lose yardage here. So it all comes down to the right foot of Jake Moody. And the defense is going to let him think about it a little as they use their second timeout here. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And Union Street will be hopping tonight. The 49ers have won it. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They